courageous to accept the unknown. Do you have these two strong foundations? Do you have insight? And do you have the courage to accept the unknown? So because Janaka has these things, he got it immediately in a few words. Yeah, the word that is used in Sanskrit for somebody who gets it just by listening is Shravaka. He got it immediately, just by listening. He has extremely high patrata. Yeah, patrata again is like a sponge. He is like a sponge that absorbs the knowledge immediately. And why? Because he has two strong pillars, insight and a strong resolve or the courage to accept the unknown. If this is not there in you, if you're not open-minded, if you're not able to embrace the unknown, check, is it because of conditioning? Is my conditioning very strong? Conditioning is because of your surroundings, your family, your friends, your social circle, the culture in which you are surrounded by, the office, the colleagues, the organization that you work for, yeah, or the religious conditioning. All this, if it is extremely strong, this makes you so rigid in your current beliefs, you are not able to go beyond conditioning and accept the unknown, embrace the unknown. Yes? So you check, has my conditioning diminished? If your conditioning, I am this body, is a conditioning. Yeah? As a baby, you didn't have it. Yeah? Your mother had to teach you, this is I. She took your hand and did, this is I, this is you, this is sister, this is brother, this is mama, this is dada. You did not have this breakdown in your understanding of I versus you. This is conditioning. If that is very strong, the I is stuck at the person, then you will not be able to shift the I to the witnessing awareness level. Yeah, this is the conditioning of I am the body. I feel very strongly I am the body. Especially see when the body falls sick, if there is pain. Yeah, see how that feeling is so strong. I am this body, I am hurting. Are you able to see, no, I am not hurting. There is pain. But pain is only a sensation that arises in me, the witnessing awareness field, and dissolves. Pain is also not continuous. Oh, that means the person is not continuous. Then how can I be that which is not continuous? I am there even when there are no episodes of pain. So recognizing these little nuances again and again with family, with friends, with colleagues, this will start helping you diminish the conditioning. Yeah. Second conditioning, I am the mind and the intellect. You're so attached to it. Yeah. Janaka sees that he is the witnessing awareness field that is infinite. Mind is so finite. A thought arises and disappears. That is the mind. That's it. A feeling arises and disappears. There are gaps in between thoughts. There are gaps in between feelings. I know the gaps. The mind does not know the gaps. I am that which knows even the pause between thoughts. Oh, I am beyond thought. I am beyond the body. This recognition itself gives Janaka the seeing, vidarshana, the special seeing that I am pure. I do not get blemished by the pain of the body. I do not get blemished by the thoughts, even if they are unholy thoughts. I do not get touched by any feeling, even if it is not such a pleasant feeling. Yeah? That is the meaning of the word Niranjana, that which remains untouched, unblemished, pure. Yeah? So we finished the first word Niranjana. Second is quiescent, Shanto, quiescent. Quiescent means what? Inactive. The body is active. It arises, it disappears. You don't constantly experience the physical sensations. Yes? So what is there in between two sensations? What is that gap? Aha, Janaka says, that is me. I am quiescent, inactive. Thought is active. Thought arises and dissolves. Again another thought arises and dissolves. In between two thoughts, there is a period of inactivity. Aha, I am that space which is absolutely quiescent, inactive, silent, devoid of phenomena. Is this part clear? Yeah? Feelings come and they go. The feeling rising, peaking and then dissolving again. This is activity of the feeling. In between two feelings there is the pause, the gap between two feelings. Aha, that space is what I am. I am that quiescence, that silence, that gap which is devoid of phenomena. That is the meaning of the word Shanto. It is very loosely translated by people who don't have this level of seeing. They call it peace. No, it's not just peace. Yeah? It means devoid of phenomena. Clear? The third word is Bodh. Bodhoham. I am Bodh. Bodh means I am knowledge itself. What is the meaning of I am knowledge itself? Means there is no person, there is no body-mind, there is not even an entity called the witness. All of this is knowledge. There is knowledge of the space called the witnessing awareness field. There is knowledge of the person called Ekta, and there is knowledge of Ekta's world. There is simply knowledge, bodha. There is no real Ekta, the person. There is no real personal world, that is Ekta's world. There is not even a separate witnessing space or witnessing awareness field which is aware of all this. Then there would be so many entities. Yeah, this is diversity. No. I am only bodha. All this is only knowledge. And right now, this is the waking state knowledge. Yeah. This knowledge is beyond activity and beyond inactivity. So when I said thoughts, feelings, sensations in the body and perceptions of the world arise and fall, that is phenomena. It is not phenomena, it is bodha, the knowledge of phenomena. Periods of inactivity, the gaps in between two. They are not beyond phenomena. It is the knowledge of beyond phenomena. Do you get it? Every word has a meaning which is higher than the previous word in the verse. Yeah? So he's exclaiming, aha, I am pure. Oh, I am conscious. No, I am Bodha. Do you see how Janaka is exclaiming? Aha, I see it. I see it now. I see it. I am Bodha. Yeah? For those who are new to this knowledge, recognize that Bodha is like light here. We can take the example of a hologram. If you've not seen a real life hologram, at least you've seen it in movies, where it is only light which is projecting, but it is projecting in such a way that it appears that there is a real form out there. And the form seems to be made of light. The form seems to be solid, but actually it is only made of light. Yeah? The source of that light, that source, is projecting only light. There is no person standing there. But it is projecting light in such a way, in so many colors, in such a beautiful way that you feel that there is a form. And when you go to touch the form, you realize, oh, there is nothing, it's just light. Similarly, Bodha. This waking world appears to be real when I take the stand of the person called Ekta. It's the wrong stand. Yeah? When I take the correct stand of the light of Bodha, then I see, oh, it's all knowledge. It's all knowledge. It is the knowledge source, that is consciousness itself, that projects the knowledge of the waking, projects the knowledge of the dream, and projects the knowledge of deep sleep, which is nothing but absence of waking and dream. All three states are simply knowledge, they are not real. I am the fourth. I am not the waker in the waking world. I am not the dreamer in the dream world. I am not even the deep sleeper in the deep sleep darkness. I am the fourth. Oh, I am the source from which this is being projected. And this is nothing else but the projection of my own desire. Whom I, not my as in Ekta the person, but the consciousness's desire. The witnessing consciousness itself has the desire to exist, and it projects the person called Ekta, and it projects Ekta's personal world. Family, friends, Advaita circle, social circle, cultural circle, religious circle. All this is simply a projection of the consciousness's desire to be, to exist. Jijiviksha. Jijiviksha in Sanskrit, Jijiviksha in Hindi. The desire to exist. Oh, all this is simply knowledge. I am the fourth. Bodho ham. There is only knowledge. Yeah? How will I see this? Those who have not gotten here, you must start Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. The practice of becoming aware in sleep and dreams. This is imperative. Without this, you cannot get there. It's not possible. Only when you see, I am not the waker in the waking world. I am the fourth, the Turiya. I am not the dreamer in the dream world. I am the fourth, the Turiya. I am not the deep sleeper in the deep sleep darkness. I am the fourth, the Turiya. Only when you see this, can you recognize that you are beyond the three, no? Only when you recognize that you are beyond the three will you recognize, oh, I am projecting it. I am the projector. I am not the projection called the person. I am not the projection called the personal world of the person, but I am the source of the projection, the projector itself. Without saying this, you will hit a roadblock on any spiritual path. Every sage who attained enlightenment went this way only. There is only one way. They may not call it Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Yeah, it is a terminology which we have given. Yeah, the knowledge of sleep and dreams. But if you see any sage's writing in depth, you will figure out he says, I am not this person. The person is dead. I am beyond. What does he mean by beyond? Not the waker in the waking world, not the dreamer in the dream world, not the deep sleeper in the deep sleep darkness. Yeah, so if you've not started your Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, we will request the volunteers to post the SNGS instructions in Flock today. And if you guys are not on Flock, sign in. It's a free app. Just sign in and get the instructions from there. Janaka has reached a state where he recognizes the entire waking world is knowledge. It lasts for 14 to 16 hours of waking. Then the waking disappears, but I still am. I know that the waking has disappeared and some dream has come up. Janaka recognizes the entire dream world is knowledge. In fact, even the dream character who feels that I am the one experiencing the dream, that is also knowledge. The time in the dream is different from the time in the waking. Oh, waking time, dream time, all knowledge. In deep sleep, there is no time. Aha! Time is simply knowledge. Time does not exist. Similarly, space. Waking space is different and dream space is different. Oh, and there is no space in deep sleep. Aha! Space is also simply a concept. Space does not exist. There is only knowledge of something called the waking space. There is knowledge of something called the dream space. There is knowledge of something called waking time. There is knowledge of something called dream time. All of these are absent in the deep sleep. Oh, knowledge appears and disappears. In deep sleep, this knowledge is not there. So deep sleep is the gap between two dreams, or the deep sleep is a gap between the waking and dream. Aha, there is nothing like deep sleep. It is only a gap. It's only a pause. It's only a pause in knowledge. So knowledge arises like waves. One wave arises, it disappears. Before the next wave arises, there is a gap. And I can see the gap. Janaka says, Aho, Aho, I am Buddha. You ask yourself, are you able to see what Janaka is seeing? Is the waking state simply knowledge for you? Your spouse, your sibling, your child, your parent, your colleague, your friend, are they simply knowledge? If not, then there is some work remaining. I have to now pull up my socks, get serious, and start practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. All is knowledge. There is not even an observer of the knowledge and the observed knowledge. There are no two. There is Keval Jnana, only knowledge. That is the meaning of Bodha. Next, the last word in the first line, Prakrite Para. I am beyond phenomena. Phenomena, again I explain, a thought arising and falling. That activity, that is phenomena. It is only knowledge of phenomena now. Yeah? Now he's become very clear. This is only the knowledge of phenomena. The sensation of pain arising in the body. It's just a wave. It arises, peaks, and then it dissolves. This is knowledge of phenomena. I am beyond that. How can he say I am beyond that? Because he knows the phenomena arise and fall, appear and disappear. If I can see something appear and disappear, if I can see this glass, that means I am not the glass, I am separate from it. Similarly, if I see a sensation arise and fall, means I am not the sensation. If I observe the feeling arise and fall, I am not the feeling. If I see thought arise and fall, I am not thought. Which means I am not the person. Is this clear? I am beyond phenomena. I am beyond all phenomena that is labeled as the person. This is only information, only knowledge. Keval Jnana. You ask yourself, am I able to see that I am Prakrite Para, beyond phenomena? Am I able to see that I am that which is beyond the projection of the body-mind world phenomena? Treat it as one. Do not treat it as separate body, separate mind and separate world. They are not separate. It is actually one. And how do you see it is actually one? Because there is only one perception at a time. Either you are perceiving the body, or you are perceiving the mind, or you are perceiving the world. You can never ever perceive three entities. Body separate, mind separate, world separate. It's not possible. There is only one perception at a time. This shows me, oh, that means it is just one. I am the projector of the knowledge of phenomena. Janaka realizes that the body is a phenomena that emerges and dissolves. The mind is a phenomena that emerges and dissolves. The world is a phenomena that arises and sets. Oh, all phenomena. Nothing but knowledge. Nothing but knowledge. I am beyond knowledge because I can observe this information or knowledge of phenomena appear and disappear. Are you on the same page as Janaka in your direct seeing? Not intellectual understanding. Intellect cannot go there. Are you seeing this? I have to go beyond the mind to observe that the intellectual thought arose and disappeared. Yeah? Can the intellect go beyond itself and see the gap between two intellectual thoughts? No, there is no separate entity or separate box called the intellect. Yeah? So, intellectual understanding will not take you there. You will have to dive deeper, dive deeper. Only when you dive deeper will you see the next line of the first verse. Etavantamaham kalam mohenaiva vidambitaha. All this time I have been deceived by the delusion of ignorance. This is the first time Janaka has spoken to Ashtavakra. First time, first line, first verse. First time he opens his mouth. And what does he say? That he is not the person named Janaka. All this while I was deceived by the illusion of ignorance that I am this king of the Mithila kingdom called King Janak. He sees that he is not the husband of the Queen Sunela. He sees that he is not the father of the children. There is a clear scene. Do you see? There is a clear scene for him that the person Janaka is a projection of the waking knowledge. There is a clear seeing that Janaka's kingdom is a projection of the waking knowledge. There is a clear seeing that Janaka's family is a projection of the waking knowledge. And there is a clear resolve, courage to accept that, all this time I was deceived by the illusion that I am this person. He has the courage to accept that he was wrong. This is a very strong talent or very strong skill of the spiritual seeker. If somebody lacks this, the open-mindedness to embrace the unknown, acknowledge the folly, and accept to walk alone on the path of the unknown. This is a strength. This is a skill of the spiritual seeker. Do you have this? Janaka was ready to say his kingdom is simply an illusion. Janaka was ready to say his family is an illusion. Do you have the strength to say that your child, your parent, your spouse is an illusion? That is your kingdom, no? Are you able to see them as an illusion? Are you able to see your money, your name, your fame, whatever, your big social circle where you are someone? Are you able to see, acknowledge and accept all this is an illusion? Yeah, Janaka has the clear realization that this waking knowledge is deceiving. It is nothing but Maya. It can trick anyone who is ignorant of his own truth. Yeah? And Janaka has the humility to accept that yes, I was ignorant of my own truth till now. I was deceived. Yeah? He has realized the truth. You ask yourself this question: have I realized this truth? Am I on the same page as Janaka? For example, you see a movie and there is this, let's say, a children's movie, animated cartoon movie, animated character on the movie screen, running, doing this, doing that, making you laugh. Yeah. Is there really suppose it's animation of a cat and a dog. Is there really a cat and a dog there up on the screen? No, it is simply stored data. Yes. Similarly, right now, Ekta is on a screen for many of you. Yeah. Is Ekta really there? You have no proof. All it is stored data. Maybe 10 GB of stored data on a hard drive which is being played to you right now. There is no proof of a real Ekta sharing about Ashtavakra Samhita. She is simply waking world knowledge. Are you able to see the same with your spouse, with your child, with your parent, with your money, with your friend, with your colleague, with the nasty relative, the obnoxious neighbor? Then you are on the same page as Janaka. Yeah. Then you have realized what Janaka has realized. Oh, I am pure, quiescent. Simply knowledge that is beyond phenomena. All this time I have been deceived by the delusion of ignorance. Take 5 minutes to contemplate on that. Fill up your Vidarshana column. Yeah, you check if you really got all the points. Yeah, then we'll move to verse 2. Yeah, take 5 minutes.